Welcome to my humble homestead and garden side chat. So this week I have continued with my 3 Rivers Pantry Challenge, my hashtag 3 Rivers Challenge. If you guys are also taking part in our pantry challenge, this is a challenge that is put on every year by Jessica at 3 Rivers Homestead. What we do is we use up the things that we have preserved over the last year and use up just kind of the groceries that we have. It's a great way to clean out our freezers and our pantries. Now, what I have to tell you, so I actually have been doing it a little bit longer than January just because I have made all of those freezer meals and I had a freezer full. So I've been probably doing, actually it had been, last week it had been about 6 weeks since I had been to the grocery store. For most people, I think it was going on 3 or 4 weeks. And I think I labeled last week as week 4, just because technically it was week 3 or 4 of the pantry challenge. But I hadn't been to the grocery store in about 6 weeks. This morning, it's Sunday, and my kids took me out for brunch. And we just went to a really small town out here. It's about 45, 50 minutes from my house. And they had just a really small grocery store in this town. And now I have my cowboy candy, which I had made, which was with the jalapenos, and I have some crackers. And the only thing I needed was cream cheese because I wanted to have the cowboy candy with the, the cream cheese and stuff. So I thought I'm just going to go into the store and get some cream cheese so I can have that, as either a snack or sometimes I like to just have it as a light lunch. Like now we had brunch today, so if I do get hungry later at dinner time, I think that's just what I'll have. And so I went into the store, and now remember, I've not been to a store for 6 weeks. And I thought, well, I'm just going to check out the price of almond milk too, because, I made, in the last video, I made that cashew milk, but I'm having to make, and I thought, well, just for convenience, I'll just check it out. Half a gallon of almond milk was almost $8. I was like, oh, mamma mia. So that made me so happy to know that I can make that cashew milk for now. Now, this was a really small market, but I also looked at eggs because I just have a little bit of eggs left for my preserved, my water glass eggs. I have maybe like 1.5 dozen eggs left, and I wanted to do a little bit of baking. I looked at eggs. Now, eggs were high, but I was talking to the store owner there, and he's like, eggs are ridiculous, but eggs were less there than they were at Walmart. So 12 eggs there were, I think, like $4, which, yes, that's insane. I mean, but I think 12 eggs at Walmart were like $6. So I did get 12 eggs just because I thought if I wanted to make, like some banana bread, and I bought a wheat grinder. So I was going to grind up some of my wheat berries and try to make some bread. So I thought I probably will need eggs. I don't know. I haven't made bread for a while. Anyway, so I did get 12 eggs and some cream cheese. Now, I like to get, like the whipped cream cheese. They didn't have that, but the cream cheese in the little container, it was expensive. So I just, I just got the little brick of the store brand cream cheese, and for $2, I was like, I'm just gonna get the $2 one versus the other one was like $5, almost $6. I had sticker shock. I was in sticker shock. I'm glad that I supported this local store, honestly, because I think that their prices are pretty reasonable compared to, like most of the stores. Oh my goodness, you guys. I am so thankful that we're doing this pantry challenge. I'm so thankful. And this makes me realize why, all the work I did in the summer, all the preserving we do, this is why. So I've gotten my seed orders in and I'm looking at all these seeds and I'm thinking, okay, I know when I'm gardening and all the work that we're doing in, I am gonna do it with joy. I'm gonna sow those seeds with joy. When I'm putting that gardening work in, I'm gonna be like, I know why I'm sowing. I'm gonna really be diligent about trying to really get my garden to flourish this year, because the price of food is insane. Oh my goodness. So anyway, so I just wanted to share a little bit about just going into a store today. I was just shocked. I mean, I hear the prices, but when you go in and you see it firsthand, and like I said, I just got a couple things, but yeah, way under my $50 budget that I gave myself. I just got those couple things, but we had a great brunch. My kids, we went out and had brunch, and my grandkids, I hadn't seen them for a little bit, so that was really fun. So this is what I'm going to show you what I did for this last week here. I'm not going to show you any of the repeat meals that I do. But I think I did make some farmer's porridge, you know, but I think I probably made it a little bit different. So I did that for my breakfast. And then here's some other meals that I did for this week. All right, you guys, thanks and be blessed. And if you're new here, my channel is trying to eat healthy, live healthy, save money, and to try to do it in a reasonable and easy manner, because I like to save money and eat well, but I don't want to put such a huge amount of time and effort into it. You know what I mean? I want it to make us healthy. You know, who has all the time? You know, everybody says the reason why they don't do it is because nobody has time to do it. So I'm trying to show easy and simple ways that we can live well and not take our entire days to do it. All right. Thanks so much, you guys. Be blessed. Hi, friends. Welcome to my humble homestead. So I was just making some farmer's porridge, and I thought since I haven't made some in a while, I would show you how I'm doing it. I have some apples, so I thought I'm going to make some apple cinnamon farmer's porridge. So what I'm doing is I'm just sauteing some apples and cinnamon in some coconut oil just to soften them a little bit here. And it does make your house smell so amazing. I like a lot of cinnamon, so I put it in there and it just makes your house smell like baked goodness. So I've sauteed that for about 3 or 4 minutes, and then I'm just going to add my water. So let me get some water here. So we are having a nice snowstorm. I like to make a nice big pot of this, and then I will either freeze some. I make sure I have enough for the whole week. So I do about 6 cups of water and then 4 cups of my steel cut oats. And then I just add a whole bunch of other goodness in there. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to add, yeah, I still had some in the bag here. So I'm going to use these up. Glad I remembered that. So I'm just going to put 4 cups of here. And then I just add all kinds of goodness in here, whatever I have, to add nutrition, protein. So I usually add chia seeds, which I'm going to get. So I kind of just dump, but you could say probably about 1/2 cup of chia seeds in there. And then I'm going to let this kind of come to a boil, and then I'll probably add some real maple syrup in there for sweetener. Get that out of my fridge here. I like to mix these chia seeds up so they don't clump up here. So I'll add a little bit of maple syrup or some sweetener. You can add honey, you can add brown sugar. Sometimes I just sprinkle a little bit of brown sugar on it when it's done. And now that it's boiling, starting to boil, I like to add some eggs in there for some protein. So I'm just going to put 4 eggs in there, since I do have some chia seeds and some other things in there that add a little bit of protein as well. and fiber and all that good stuff. And this should have everything I need in for a nice hearty breakfast, a brunch type. I usually eat twice a day. This should give me everything I need. Usually just kind of mix these eggs in here. And this is how I'm gonna make my farmer's porridge today. You can add nuts in here, you can add anything that you like. But this I'm just gonna let boil for a good, I don't know, 10 minutes over a low boil till everything's nice and thick and cooked the way I like it. And you can add any kind of spices you like. Sometimes I put a little bit of my spice blend in there. And you can make any kind of version you like. A lot of times if I have bananas, I'll do like a banana mango. I have those dried mangoes I get. But yeah, it's just a great way to start your day. And then like I said, I just keep enough in here for the week. If I have extra, I freeze it, and then I can just have some made up. I make it nice in a bulk there, and then saves me from cooking all week long. So I always make extra. And then I will show you what it looks like when I boil it up. See you soon. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. Have a great day. Be blessed. Hi everybody, thank you for watching my humble homestead and garden side chat. If you're new here, I like to show cooking from scratch, gardening, tips to making life easy, and I do this for health reasons, so welcome. And today I'm continuing my 3 Rivers challenge. What I decided to do is we had gotten a big box of Omaha steak meat pack from work. The managers and leads had gotten this. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to take, I have 2 burgers left. I have 2 steaks left. And I have 2 pork chops left. So I'm literally going to cook them all right in one pan. I'm going to chop up an onion, throw it in there. I'm going to season them up, and I'm going to put them in here. I'm going to bake them all in the oven. This is very unconventional to do them all at the same time, but this is how I feel this week. Lazy cooking. And then will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 meals. I'll just pair it with some canned vegetables. If I want to make some rice or something, this will be 6 meals, and this is what I'm going to do this week. I will just show you what I pair it with. So right now, I'm just going to get these on here, season them up, and chop up an onion and throw it on there for some extra flavoring. Maybe put a little garlic on there, and we'll go from there. So I'll show you how I do it. See you soon. Thanks for watching, you guys. And just to continue on, so I chopped up some onions. I put a little olive oil in here. I'm just going to season up one side of my pork chops here. And the reason why I'm getting this meat out, I'm working on some of the meat that I have. I'm starting to clean out my freezer. I talked to my friend Deb, and then there's another friend at work. We are looking at going in on a half of a cow as soon as I can make enough room in my freezer. So I'll put a little pepper on here. This is my hand here that I'm not touching with my meat. Some more seasoning on there. And then I'm gonna move into my steaks here. So yeah, so I'm trying to clean out my freezers to make room, and we'll go from there. So that, I'd like to also get a half a lamb and maybe a half a pig as well. I know Deb is gonna do pig again. She said they had great success with that. I am looking at doing that for my freezer. So I'm going to start eating up some of the meat in there. I do have my meat that I've still bought from Seven Sons. So I'm going to be working on that as well. And yeah, so that is what I'm doing. All right, so I will show you these when I get them done. I found a can of mushrooms. I think I'm going to throw over the beef side of it and let that cook in there too. Just add a little bit of flavor, and we'll go from there. Okay, now that my meat has been going, I decided I have these leftover green beans in the fridge, and I took out a jar of carrots. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to drain the juice, because I like to not waste anything. So the juice has good nutrition in there. And I'm going to drain the juice out of there. This gives me about half a cup. I'm going to see what I can get from the carrot, and I'm gonna take the juice from this, put it in my Instapot, and I'm gonna make just some rice to have as a side with the meat and these vegetables. And that will be my dinners for this week. So I will show you those plated out. I just want to show you what you can do with the juice so you don't discard it. I mean, if you have pets, you can always feed it to your pets for extra nutrition, but this is always a good way to sneak in some little vitamins if you have kids or just for yourself. So I'm gonna do this, and this gives me just under 2 cups. So I think I'll just put a little bit of water to bring it to 2 cups, and then I will make my rice in here in this, and then I'll just add a little bit of garlic and some salt and pepper, and I think we'll call it a day. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'll show you the finished product.